Just let's be real. I can't solve problems with the same brain that caused it. So I often go,
Okay, tell us your name.
hello, my name is Quentin Cheatham.
Okay, so we were talking about goal setting. What would you say is the number one thing you've learned? We were just talking about overcoming obstacles and things that get in your way, and you were talking about how when you get over certain things from your childhood, there's like brick walls you hit. And
Yes.
what do you do each time you pass a certain level? When there's another wall in the way, how do you get over that and overcome it? How do you know, what if the tactics you tried before aren't working now?
Well, one of the most important things I realize in reaching my goals is like realizing I don't know it all. You always like to, when you're going through your personal experiences, you like to think like, well, this is just my circumstance. Nobody understands. Nobody else has been through this, or nobody gets it. But in reality, we have a lot of people that are around us, especially like if you have a mentor. I really recommend people get themselves a mentor, especially spiritually, because you don't know it all. And there are people that have experiences who truly understand. So one thing I've learned is each step of the way, when you conquer one set of goals, there's always like another brick wall that you have to bust through, or a fence that you have to climb. So it's like there's never a time where you just don't have room to grow. We have to continue to grow. And a lot of times we get stagnant because we feel like, okay, just because I conquered these hiccups, I might know it all. I might know a little something. Well, life is like, it's one of those things where you have to keep growing, and personal growth is hard. So, just one of the things that helped me is realizing that I need to seek mentorship and in Christ, and read my word and start to implement the devotions and the things so that God could allow me to want to change, to want to open up my mind, to want to listen to others, or realizing that advice is already in front of my face, but I've been fighting it because I thought that I knew it all. So that's how I pretty much have reached my goals.
So what do you do when a curveball comes your way, something that is unexpected, that you had no idea, and it totally puts you off course in what the plans you had or the goals you're trying to achieve?
Well, one of the things I've done is sometimes I realize when curveballs come, it can be upsetting. It can be like things that happen to you in life, and at some point I realized that, we're responsible for what we do or what we don't do, or how we react to what happens to us. Like we're actually accountable, even if something bad happens to us. Crazy. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But so before I respond in like such a negative way or based on our feelings, because we're emotional based like beings, where life's relationships are even based off of feelings oftentimes. So I realized before I respond in the wrong way, knowing my experiences in the past, how things really didn't work out for me when I responded in those bad, negative ways, when I didn't really think before I acted. I've now learned from those things, and often, if it's like a confrontation with somebody, it might sound silly as we were discussing before, but I rehearse with myself to make sure that I really, if I don't know the word, I'll look in the dictionary to find the words, because you don't want to insult people. But there is a way that you can get your point across effectively, and these are the things I've taken pride in, because you have to stand up for yourself in life, and you also have to be accountable, and even when you make mistakes. So one of the things I've done is I've also prayed about those things, but I'll bounce my ideas off a mentor or somebody that is in a higher level than me. Just let's be real. I can't solve problems with the same brain that caused it. So I often go to somebody else who's a little bit stronger than me in a position to get help from, and then I'll effectively handle that curveball, knock it out the park.
Yeah. So tell them how they can find you.
You can find me on social media, Instagram, Quentin Music Official. That's QuentinMusicoFFICIAL. And you can find me on Snapchat at QAlexander. That's QALYXZANDER.
Awesome. Nice talking to you today.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey there, it is Katherine Norland. I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys think that this video would bless somebody else or that they need to hear it, please hit the share button. And there's a little bell button too where you can be notified whenever I have a video that comes out so you don't miss a thing. I appreciate you guys. Remember always, live true, love hard, shine bright, and I will see you in the next video.